Okay. Well, Reid, how about the 9K range? Maybe this will be a little more difficult. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to keep Louis. I always reserve the Louis talk for Geoff. I don't want to take his steam there because I do think that Louis is great. And look, there's game theory to it in terms of if you want to play Bryson. I don't think that I will, but I understand that if you want to. But Viktor Hovland is the guy that if we're talking about game theory, GPPs, if we want to win one of those $1 million contests, you're going to need someone like a Viktor Hovland who doesn't have a ton of open experience, just won as a matter of fact, overseas coming into this tournament. And look, like he's a young player, right? Experience is what you want at the Open Championship. And he doesn't have a lot of it, but he's one of the best ball strikers on tour right now. And he's playing some of the best golf, kind of harkening back to what he was doing tee to green back, I believe it was early in the, right after we came back from the shutdown. He was one of the best golfers tee to green out there. So if I'm choosing a guy in that $9,000 range and it's not Jeff's boy, in Louis Oosthuizen, it's going to be Viktor Hovland for me.
All right, Geoff, talk about Louis.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, this 9K range is loaded. There's a million ways you can go. Usti is definitely a player I'm going to be heavily considering and probably using at some point this week. I'm just going to take the easy button here, though, and it's Justin Thomas at 9,600. Look, Justin Thomas is, a top 5 player in the world. This guy has perhaps maybe the best win rate of any of the top players. Maybe outside of Dustin Johnson, although he's probably about equal with Dustin Johnson. This guy won the Players, like the 5th biggest event in the world back in March. And now he's 9,600. He's cheaper than Jordan Spieth. He's cheaper than Bryson, whose career best finish in an Open is T51 and isn't playing that good. He's cheaper than Xander, who hasn't won in 2 years. This is a disrespectful price to Justin Thomas. This guy finished T8 last week at the Scottish Open. He was T11 at the Open in 2019. He's committed to trying to be a good links player, and it's starting to pay off for him. And now he's way too cheap at under 10K. I think you have to play Justin Thomas at this price. And I know a lot of people want to play Spieth. I do like Jordan Spieth. He's a great Open player. Justin Thomas is a better player than Jordan Spieth at this point in their careers. I don't think there's much doubting that if you're asking me. And I think that he's just too cheap in this range. So Louis, I like the Viktor Hovland call, especially for GPPs. I think he'll be lighter owned than people think. But for me, the play in the 9K range is Justin Thomas.